Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. Good Sports is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Dr. Lynn McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. For an appointment, call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. And by the Surplus Exchange. Take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444.
Good Sports was recorded live on Saturday, October 11th.
Welcome to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can inline skate on their outdoor pavilion or ice skate on their indoor ice rink, and sign up now to participate in the Play Hockey for Free program on November 8th. Call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, registration for fall and winter leagues, and learn to skate and learn to play hockey programs. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And with this month's issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 17th straight year covering sports in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature the Royals playoff run, and we interview Niall Davis and Alan Bailey in the Chiefs Report, presented by the American Indian Center of the Great Plains. Plus, we analyze whether the Chiefs will ever make it back to the Super Bowl. In our Hockey Report, presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the growth of hockey in Johnson County and the upcoming Play Hockey for Free program coming to KCIC on November 8th. Now, in our College Sports Report, presented by the Surplus Exchange, we interviewed K-State's Elijah Lee, KU's Ben Heaney, and MU's Shane Ray. Now, you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And now joining us here at the Kansas City Ice Center is General Manager of the Ice Center, Dean Nelson, and Gary Emmons, who played pro hockey in the NHL for the San Jose Sharks, and he spent 6 seasons here with the Kansas City Blades. He was captain of the team for all 6 of those seasons, and they also won a Turner Cup while he was the captain, so he got to raise the cup. He's now a coach of the Kansas City Jets, which is a high school travel hockey team that calls KCIC home. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Steve.
Thank you.
Let's start off with a few questions for you, Gary. You had a tremendous college hockey career. You were nominated for the Hobie Baker Award as the best college hockey player a couple of different times, putting up 75 points in 40 games. That is just incredible. And 66 in another season. Do you remember any of that? No,
Boy,
I'm just kidding.
That was a long time ago. About 35 pounds ago.
That's how we rate it. Yeah,
that's
for
right.
Sure. Was there a particular style to your game that got you those kind of results? I mean, what kind of game did the team play?
Well, I was always a small kid.
Right.
You know, growing up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, I was always the smallest on my team. So I really had to focus on my skating. So, you know, if you're going to be the smallest, you better be the quickest. So that's kind of the way I molded my play throughout my career.
Well, my son is a play-by-play announcer for the Dubuque Fighting Saints, and Johnny Gaudreau, who is now, he made the Calgary Flames this season, was the Hobie Baker Award winner, but he played in Dubuque, and he's a little guy as well. So yeah, it's the same thing, hands and feet, right?
Well, you know, the game has changed a lot recently. And back when I was coming up through the ranks and stuff, everyone was so big and strong. And there was a lot of clutching and grabbing going on in the game of hockey. You know, you try to get by a guy that's 6'2", and he just put his hand on you and grab you, and you ain't going anywhere.
Right.
And nowadays, if you try to do that now, obviously it's a penalty. So they've really sped up the game, and it's more finesse and speed now, which the viewers enjoy more.
Absolutely, I agree. Now, you had a great career here in Kansas City. You put up the points for the Blades. The Blades won the Turner Cup when you were on the team. You said the years you don't remember those, but that was your first year here, which was
that was '92. That was my first year here. It was actually the first year the affiliation with the San Jose Sharks.
Okay.
And we had the likes of Sanis Olsonitz, Arturs Urbe. So we had Ray Whitney. We had some great hockey players, and it was a great run. A lot of fun, and it was my first championship, and I'll remember it forever.
And you were the captain of the team at that time. I mean, what qualities did you bring to the team as the captain? 'Cause you were a young man as well at that time.
Yeah, I was. I came here to Kansas City, and the previous year they were an independent team.
Right.
And a kid named
I remember those days.
A kid named Jeff Odgers was the captain.
Yes.
Well, we started the season in Kansas City, and Jeff was the captain, and I was the assistant captain.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 games into the season, he got called up to San Jose and never came back. So they kind of said, well, you're next in line. So you're captain, go for it. But, I led a lot by example.
Right.
I just came ready to play, ready to practice every day. And, sometimes you don't have to really be vocal and stuff like that. You just show up ready to play every day, and, you put the numbers up and you lead your team that way, and things take care of itself.
For sure. You mentioned a number of the players that you played with. Who were some of the best players that you played with?
Well, I played with Ray Whitney, and he's still playing.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That's incredible. And he was a little guy, just so clever with the puck, and he always knew where he was on the ice and the surroundings he was in. So, he never really got killed and stuff like that. But because he's just so smart. And I played. Patrick Olim was our goalie. He was there, and Urbe obviously he was a special player. Sanis Olsonitz, Victor Kozlov. There was, Sean Donovan had a healthy career. Steve Sullivan. There's just so many guys. Didn't
Ozelinch play in the Olympics this past year? Believe it or not,
I think he played for Belarus or Kazakhstan or something like that.
I'm not sure. I was just surprised to hear his name.
Yeah, still playing.
And say, is that his kid? But no, it wasn't. That was just amazing to see that. So you retired in '97. What kept you in Kansas City?
Well, I retired in '97, and Doug Sotard, who was the general manager, excuse me. Asked me if I'd be his assistant and come into the front office. And so, it was a matter of, could I have still played a year or two more? Yes.
Right.
But I would have had to go, obviously, relocate my family, and I had a family started.
Right.
So I thought, you know what, we like Kansas City, let's stay here. So I took that job under Doug for a year and got to travel all over and do some scouting. And so I really got to learn behind the scenes, the business side of the game. And then the following year, they wanted Paul McLean came in to coach, and now coaching the Ottawa Senators. Yeah. And he asked me to be his assistant coach. So I assistant coached with him for 2 years, which I learned so much just every day.
Yeah.
The proper running a practice and learning on how to work on what you need to work on. Don't just work on stuff for the sake of working on it.
Right.
So, and I learned a lot of bench management from Paul McLean. So that brought me, and I just stayed here. Just stayed and started coaching travel hockey, and ended up working at Line Creek for the Kansas City Parks and Rec. We did that for 14 years. So
wow. Yeah.
It was I'm just always around the rink.
Sure. Yeah. So the training methods, I'm sure, have changed since the time that you skated to what you're doing with your kids now. What kind of changes have you seen in the game? And obviously in the game you mentioned that, but in the training process?
Well, when I played hockey growing up and stuff like that, once hockey season was over, the equipment went in the closet.
Yeah.
And you didn't pull it out till training camp the next year or a week or two before hockey season. And nowadays Dean, you get a couple weeks off. Yeah. And then next thing you know, it's spring league, and next thing you know, you're into, you're traveling, you're taking the travel teams, and they're at night training, and it just never ends anymore. But that's not just hockey. That's
every sport.
That's every sport now.
Yeah.
And you got to be so specialized these days. Back when we grew up, you put the hockey gear away, you pull the baseball bat out, you play baseball all summer or golf. Nowadays, it's like you have to stay or you'll fall behind.
Right.
You got to keep going, or you're going to fall behind. It's unreal.
So back in 2007, I think, you started the Jets, and I guess you had something to do with the naming of the team. Tell us.
I'm from Winnipeg. So, Mike Curry and myself, it was way back then. We were coaching the Bantam AA team.
Okay.
Mike's son was on it. My son was on it. And we thought, what are our kids going to do after Bantam? And we thought about it. And, they had a program. It was the Outlaws were over here. Right. But you know what? They were full. We couldn't send 8-9 kids over there. So we said, Mike, why don't we try to get in that league? So Mike petitioned to get in it. And next thing you know, we got in it. And obviously we took our lumps for a couple years.
Sure.
It's a competitive, very competitive, well put together, well organized hockey league. And we took our lumps, but you know what? We got better, and now we're one of the upper echelon clubs in our league.
The league that you're in, I don't remember. I've got it written down here.
Midwest
somewhere.
High School Hockey League.
Midwest High School, and what's included? Who's included in that league?
There's 3 divisions. Our division is ourselves, Sioux City, Lincoln, and Omaha, and then you got 2 teams in Des Moines, Ames, Mason City, and then you have a Eastern division with Quad Cities, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids. And that's it.
There's some good hockey.
Waterloo.
There's some good hockey in those cities. And again with the United States Hockey League, I hear those names all the time.
And this league used to be called the Iowa League, Iowa High School League, and it's 35, 37 years old, so it's established. It's been around.
Right. So we've only got about 30 seconds or so before we want to take a break. Are you running both of the teams, the JV and the
Yes,
varsity?
I'm the head coach of both teams.
Okay.
I have some help. Les Rye assists me, and Brent Culleton's come on board this year when he can be available because his daughter plays for the Lady Blues, so he's gone quite a bit. But yeah, I run both teams, and we practice back to back. We travel everywhere together, so it works out pretty good.
How often do you practice?
Twice a week.
Okay.
Wednesdays and Thursdays.
So you're out here at KCIC?
Yes, I am.
Twice a week.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but we're talking with Dean Nelson, who will get a couple of minutes of time in with him in just a second, and Gary Emmons, the coach of the Kansas City Jets. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I am Steve Fish. We'll be right back. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center for a public skating session on the outdoor inline pavilion or their indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, stay tuned because the outdoor pavilion will be converted to an ice rink in mid-November. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times or to register for classes, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make an appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence and take advantage of the best prices of the year during the Winterstone Fall Clearance Last Blast Sale. Visit the Winterstone Pro Shop at 17101 East Kentucky Road in Independence. Find them online at winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. Get your free bottle of Happy Cheeks toilet seat cleaner by calling 855-838-7502. If you travel often or have kids, Happy Cheeks can help. For a free bottle of Happy Cheeks, call 855-838-7502 or visit myhappycheeks.com to learn more. Sign up now to get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Just email your name, email address, cell phone, and age to subscribe at kcsportspaper.com. Visit Max Muscle Sports Nutrition in Olathe and get a free nutrition consultation plus save 25% on your next purchase. Max Muscle Sports Nutrition is located at 15253 West 135th Street in Olathe. That's on the southwest corner of 135th and Black Bob near Starbucks. So stop in today and save 25% on your next purchase and visit maxmusclekansascity.com. Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can inline skate on their outdoor pavilion or ice skate on their indoor ice rink. And sign up now to participate in Play Hockey for Free, the program that's coming up on November 8th. Call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, KCICcenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, registration for winter leagues, and learn to skate and learn to play hockey programs. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness, check out our Youth Soccer Report presented by Happy Cheeks. This month, we feature a story on the Heartland Classic, a soccer tournament that has become a fall soccer staple here in Kansas City. And you can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Eagles Landing Golf Course, both Minsky's on Berry Road, and right here at the Kansas City Ice Center. Now, coming up in November, around the time of the opening of the Outdoor Ice Pavilion, we'll be back out here at the Kansas City Ice Center. And the KCI Center, of course, is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And on an upcoming Saturday in November, we'll be back at Max Muscle in Olathe. And Max Muscle is located on the southwest corner of 135th Street and Black Bob by Starbucks. Now, if you have a business and you're interested in having us come out to do our show at your business location, give us a call at 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, we are joined today by Dean Nelson, who is the general manager here at the Kansas City Ice Center, and Gary Emmons, who played NHL hockey as well as minor league hockey for the Kansas City Blades. And he now coaches the Kansas City Jets, which is a high school hockey team. We're going to start off, Dean. We're going to welcome you again to the show.
Hey, thanks, Steve.
Since you missed that first section. I did cut away to you a couple of times. So we saw that you were paying attention. We want to start off here. Things are crazy around here right now with hockey going full scale.
Yeah, the weather is changing. I tell you, this morning I got up, it was 38 degrees. So the weather's changing. So we got some great stuff going on down here at the Ice Center. I know that Gary was just touching on some of the high school stuff that we're doing down here, but it starts from little kids learn to play hockey early this morning, all the way up through our youth program, and just things are really buzzing around here.
Sure, and you've got, and I mentioned this, you've got the Play Hockey for Free program that's coming up on November 8th. That's actually a nationwide type of thing that the rinks participate in.
We do. It's on November 8th. We'll be having our Try Hockey for Free Day, and you go on to the Kansas City Stars website, so it's kcstarshockey.com, and you register for that. The arena here, the KCIC, the Kansas City Ice Center, we hold that event. It's a great event. 80 to 100 kids we had last year. We were nominated in the top 5 in the country for how many kids we had try hockey for free. So, we start with that program, run them through Learn to Play Hockey, which is very successful, right into the youth program, then on through the high school like you talked to Gary about.
For sure. And people can sign up for Learn to Play Hockey by going to your website.
Yeah, go to KCIC, the KCICcenter.com, and you can sign up for Learn to Play Hockey. Our next session starts November 15th is our next session. So this comes out early November, this show. We're taping it today here at the Kansas City Ice Center, but once this show appears on the airwaves, we should have that outdoor rink going.
Yeah.
We should have a new session of Learn to Play Hockey, and we should be in full swing for our winter season for hockey.
What's your projected date for the outdoor pavilion?
Right, our grand opening is usually set for November 14th and 15th that weekend, where we have a grand opening. We have public skates and things like that, but I'm going to shoot for about a week or two before that if I can. Me and Gary were talking earlier about when we think we can get that up and running, and the excitement around that outdoor pavilion about kids skating outside and public skates outside and stick and pucks outside and all the events that we have outside really, really is awesome from all the kids. So if we can get that opened up a week or two ahead of time, pay attention to our website. I tell you, that's where you're going to find out, or call down here to the rink, 913-441-3033.
Absolutely. And you've got tournaments that are already booked up for the outside ice pavilion, and I'm sure Gary's team's going to be playing out there in a number of tournaments as well.
If we can get Gary's team out there to play, we'll try to get him out there this year. We do have our Winter Classics again this year. The Bantams go December 12th through the 14th. The Squirts go the 27th through the 29th, I believe, or 26th through the 29th of December. And then our Pee-wees come back in February and go President's Weekend the 14th through the 16th. So the youth hockey is as strong as it's ever been in the Kansas City area. A big addition we did this year is not only does Gary Emmons run the Jets program, Gary has also come on and worked with the Kansas City Stars to help with the youth program. So all through my camps this summer, Gary was side by side with me. Worked every camp with me, worked battle camp with us, which was a tremendous week we had. He worked all of our shooting clinics, our power skating. So Gary has been a huge asset to me down here at Kansas City Ice Center, and we'll continue throughout the year to work with all of our kids.
Well, I know when you get a professional like Gary involved, the skill level increases with the kids because they're learning the minute aspects of the game. I know that from coaching and not knowing that stuff and being around guys like Gary. Fortunately, there were a couple of them that I was able to coach with, and just seeing that minute level of hockey.
It's funny because when Gary said earlier, leading by example and the captain and all the highest levels he's played. You really see that day in and day out with him on the ice now, with his coaching and with the way he acts around kids. He is really no different than I'm sure his passion for hockey back then was. Gary's passion for hockey is really deep in his soul. I mean, Gary gets it. I mean, he comes out here and he works hard with the kids. He has fun with the kids no matter what age level. I can ask him to run a squirt practice or a high school practice, and it's very it's very uncommon that you can find a guy who can do all that up and down the levels.
Well, people could come out to the ice rink and see Gary's team play. You guys are in your preseason right now, and you're actually playing today. Today is October, 11th or something like that. But you guys are playing a preseason game today, and your schedule is on your website, which is what,
KCJetsHockey.com.
Okay.
Yeah, we're into preseason. We do about 3-4 weeks of preseason. Our season kicks off, our regular season, around November 1st.
Okay.
It's a high school sport, and the league we play in is heavy on high school football.
Yeah.
So we really don't start our season till high school football winds down. And by the time we get started, the high school playoffs are going, and they usually play on Thursday nights or Wednesday nights in playoffs. So we get going with our league.
Yeah, because you're traveling. I mean, with all the locations that you mentioned, you're traveling, every other weekend or so?
Yeah, it's a 28-game season, so, we half of them are at home here at KCIC, and then we load up the bus and we'll head up into Iowa and play our road games.
So so you start off here. I think your first game is like November 8th or something like that. That's here at the ice rink.
Yeah, we open. That's week number 2. So it'll be good because we'll be around for Try Hockey for Free weekend. So there'll be a lot of action going on at KCIC that weekend.
Yeah,
it'll be a lot of fun.
For sure. And Dean, isn't it just you guys, obviously, it's a couple bucks to come in and watch the game? Is that what it is?
The high school games are free to the public.
Are they really?
So they're awesome. Yeah, I mean, where I come from, it was a little bit different change down here because they always try to get $5 or $8 from me up north when I went to the high school games or when we played. And when you come down here, it's free for the high school games, and you see great hockey, great competition, young gentlemen playing, and it really is great. I mean, the only thing really, I could think better of is the Squirt AA Big Red packs the house down here. So, I mean, if you're looking for another great game, you could come down to the Squirt AA Big Red.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't ask you how old those kids are or your affiliation with them, Coach.
Yeah.
But
that's a team I coach, yes.
You got the plug-in.
There you go.
You got the plug-in. There you go, kids. Your coach loves you. So, some of the kids you've coached, Gary, have they gone on to play some college stuff?
Yeah, I got some kids playing. A couple played at John Carroll out of Cleveland, D1 club hockey.
Nice.
I got a kid up in playing for Iowa State right now that played for me for the last 3 years. So yeah, they're moving on. They want to focus on their education.
Sure.
And, if they can catch on and play some good competitive hockey throughout their college years, that's a bonus. And the high school program, basically, you have to be in a high school in Kansas City to play on the Jets.
Right.
And it keeps the kids occupied through their high school years. It keeps them out, a little bit out of trouble away,
For sure.
And we hold them accountable for the winter months through their high school years, and it's worked out to be fantastic.
And I'm sure it's a great camaraderie thing for those kids as well, just to be a part of that
Absolutely.
team. I mean, hockey is such a team sport. It requires, everybody on the bench and everybody. I mean, we're seeing that with the Royals, the team sport aspect, but hockey is so much more of a
the
team.
Royals are proven you come together at the right time, anything can happen.
Right. Now, did you guys come together at the right time and win a championship a couple of years ago?
A couple of years ago, we came together at the right time. We won a championship, and then we've played for the championship the last 2 years, but we've lost the last 2. So
that's all right.
Hopefully now that the Big Red Machine out here, I can watch them play and learn a lot from Coach Nelson. The Jets will be in good shape this
year.
Right.
Well, you got to think that Dean is getting you your future players.
That's right.
You
know what? That's a good point you brought up right there. You got the Jets hockey. We're all high school kids, but then it all starts down with the squirts. You build the squirts up, and Dean does a fantastic job with that program. And then they move into the Pee Wee division, and then eventually to the Bantam division, where we got Jeff Medill running the Bantam division. Right. And then by the time they're all taught the same skill the whole time through Dean's summer programs, they keep going and going and going, and we just. The skill gets that much better every year.
Yeah.
By the time they get to the Jets, my job's easy.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dean's making your job super easy for that.
That's
terrific.
Yep.
Well, guys, we are out of time, but I want to thank you both for joining me today here at the KCI Center. That will do it for our show today. My thanks to our host for the show, KCI Center, and our guest, Dean Nelson, who is the general manager here, and Gary Emmons, the head coach for the Kansas City Jets hockey team. Come on out and see him play here at the Kansas City Ice Center. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it all over KC, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Right now, with your coupon from KC Sports Magazine, 2 players can play with cart for just $50 on weekdays anytime and after 1 p.m. on weekends in October. For more details, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com. And for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Kansas City Sports and Fitness welcomes the American Indian Center of the Great Plains as our new sponsor of the Chiefs Report. The American Indian Center of the Great Plains is located inside the Loretto at 1111 West 39th Street in Kansas City, Missouri. For more information on the American Indian Center of the Great Plains or to book the Loretto for an event, call 816-888-4877. That's 816-888-4877. Do you spend every waking hour searching for prescription painkillers, heroin, or opiate drugs? Do pain pills control your life? Is there a real risk of losing your job, your family, everything? iCare can help with the devastation of addiction and is now accepting appointments. Call iCare at 816-875-4325. That's 816-875-4325. Or visit iCarePrimaryCare.com for more information. The Heart of America Golf Academy has discounts every day now through March. Play 18 holes with cart for just $25, 9 holes with cart for just $20, and play and walk the course for just $13. Plus, host your foot golf party at the Heart of America Golf Academy. HOA has great packages including foot golf, drinks, and food. For more information, call 816-513-8940 or visit HOAGolfacademy.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or your driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com.
Hi, it's Greg Pryor. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. See Lift at my website, lifepriority.com.
Hope to go to college or have your child attend college on an athletic scholarship? Believe it or not, the process starts as a high school freshman. Learn what it takes from Mike Taylor in his book, 10 Powerful Strategies to Get an Athletic Scholarship. Contact Mike at 913-701-0270 for more information. Sign up now to get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Just email your name, email address, cell phone, and age to subscribe at kcsportspaper.com. you can have good sports recorded at your business location. Just call 913-764-2050 for more information. In this month's KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, we discuss the Royals' playoff run. Plus, we feature Chiefs Niall Davis and Alan Bailey. And we talk with KU's Ben Heaney, K-State's Elijah Lee, and MU's Shane Ray. Plus, check out the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the KCI Center Hockey Report, the Happy Cheeks Youth Soccer Report, and the American Indian Center of the Great Plains Chiefs Report. KC Sports is available all across KC, and it's always free, so pick one up today. Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel.